Schwarzenegger has thrown his hat because he wants to be the next governor of California. All it takes is a $3,500 fee and 65 signatures, and you too can run for governor of California right now. They have 158 candidates all told going for that title. One young woman, she's just going to run around town in a thong, I think, and she wants to be the governor.
Good move.
Meanwhile, everybody's looking at this and you say, hey, Arnold Schwarzenegger's being taken pretty seriously. Well, Fred Grandy, of course, who was the actor who portrayed Gopher in The Love Boat, he says that all the people in show business who aspire to government office have a reason to thank Ronald Reagan before.
I think that what Reagan did, because he absolutely went all the way to the top and kind of legitimized the actor's role, kind of made the world safe for Gopher and Sonny and Cooter and Fred Thompson.
Well, it's really weird when it's like, that's what's so funny. They go, oh, the goof candidates like Gary Coleman from Different Strokes. And, I'm like, well, why is he any goofier than any of these guys? And I mean, maybe Gary Coleman knows what he's talking about. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe Gary Coleman's not a goof.
Gary Coleman was on Jimmy Kimmel announcing his candidacy.
Yeah, they're all doing it on the late night talk shows.
Yeah. So I'll play a little of that.
My fellow Californians, our fine state is in trouble. We all know that. We're billions and billions of dollars in debt. Our education system is in shambles.
See? Is he saying anything different?
No, he sounds like Arnold.
Yeah.
Unemployment is at an unacceptable level. We need a leader. Thank you.
Yeah, who do you have in mind?
I am that leader.
Yeah. There you go.
Thank you.
Sounds like he's applauding for himself.
Yeah,
I represent you, all the little guys.
He represents the little man.
Wow.
Because Arnold Schwarzenegger says he represents the little man.
No, Arnold's got to represent the big guys.
Yeah, the big guys.
Now, people question my experience to become governor. Let me assure you, I have seen it all, I have done it all. I have gone from starring on one of the most top-rated shows on television to doing crappy shows like this one. Sorry. Hey, I didn't write it, sorry.
He doesn't even write his own speech?
Yeah, and he won't take responsibility for his words. Now, when he becomes governor, will he be responsible?
Right.
On election day, forget the career politicians, and I mean that. Forget Arnold, although I do love him, and vote for me, Gary Coleman.
All right, Gary, thank you.
Meanwhile, USA Today did a poll.
That's embarrassing.
My God.
And they say that
What's happening?
64%, I think. Yeah, 64% of Californians would dump Gray Davis and take Arnold.
Wow. He's going to win.
As the next governor.
We couldn't be happier here on the Howard Stern Show because, let's face it, I mean, the guy's always been good to us and comes on the show and,
He'll be our friend in the governor's office.
Gray Davis never comes on the show.
Haven't even talked to Gray Davis ever.
I don't think you've ever asked him, but that's besides the point.
Right.
Meanwhile, Hollywood is grieving today. We found out that Gregory Hines died at the age of 57 after
you
a
say
battle with cancer.
Hollywood is grieving, but, it was kind of sad. I mean, Gregory Hines has been in some movies and stuff. He was a tap dancer. I mean, God, you got to hand it to the guy in this day and age.
He made a career.
I mean, who do you know is making careers out of tap dancing?
I told you there always gets to be one guy. He was the guy.
And one black guy.
Yeah.
It's an old-fashioned hoofer.
But anyway, I felt bad because they said, well, they went to like the interview, people talk about him, and it was a guy who was like a stagehand at one of his shows.
Oh,
which,
stop.
Yeah, it wasn't even like Billy Crystal who he did a movie with, right?
Yeah,
you saw it,
he worked
Fred.
with Mikhail
It was a
Baryshnikov.
stage carpenter.
Yeah.
And
A carpenter.
no disrespect to him and his craft, but I mean, of all the people you're going to ask about Gregory Hines, why not Baryshnikov? Somebody like that.
Right. Well, I mean, would the carpenter really know Gregory?
Well,
maybe he
nail on
does.
that board.
Hey, Jesus was a carpenter.
Well, here's Gregory talking about himself. He was interviewed by Leslie Stahl on 60 Minutes some time back, and he says that he has always been aware of the role he has played, B5.
I think that it's incumbent upon me as an artist to try to say something new. And as an African American, there's so many new things to say. There's so many new stories to tell.
He started out, I remember him from the Mike Douglas show when he used to come on with
With his
Heinz,
father.
Heinz and Dad. Remember that?
Was married to a white woman. I found that out one night. I was at the Bottom Line years ago.
That marriage didn't work out.
No?
I don't think he's married right now. What?
So I remember saying, man, there's a black guy with a chubby white woman. I remember saying that.
She was chubby?
Yeah, she was.
But they were not together at the end. So.
I'll tell you one thing. He never made a big deal about the fact that he had cancer. He didn't know anything about
I
this.
didn't know he was sick at all.
Yeah.
Most people whine and complain when they get cancer.
But it is very, kids today to hear this guy's name, a lot of them don't know who he is, but the dude.
Well, he was the one who taught Savion Glover,
Yeah.
who's the guy the kids know now.
Barely.
Well, all the kids loved that what was that stupid thing he did? He did a thing on Broadway.
Right, I know. All right. But I'm just saying, anybody who can make a career out of tap dancing, God only knows how.
I told you, there's one guy each year,
Right.
each generation. And
It is
Savion
amazing.
is this one.
He did Bring the Noise, Bring the Funk.
Bring the noise, bring the funk. You'd go there and there'd be nothing but teenagers and young adults.
Don't tell me I don't know Savion Glover.
Thank you.
I once saw
All
a
right.
Gregory Hines movie with Sammy Davis Jr. It was like Jelly's Last Jam or something.
No,
It was a bunch
that
of-
was the Broadway show.
It was a bunch of old black guys all used to sit around and tap dance against each other. That was
they'd have these competitions.
wars. And then Gregory Hines would walk in, and he was the young tap dancer, and the old men would respect him.
Right.
And then out on the streets was violence, but when they got in a clubhouse,
They didn't have to fight. They used their tap.
they fought with their feet.
We're going to dance like fruits in here.
Yeah, come on. It's violent out there, but we can be as gay as we want to be with our dancing.
knives, just taps.
And Sammy Davis knew everything. He was a genius, but he was a tap dancer. You know?
Well, remember the big thing was when they had that tribute for Sammy that Gregory got up on stage and he kissed Sammy's feet.
Yeah, it was. And Sammy's the old black tap dancer who's obviously should have been president of the United States, but
President.
yeah, because he knows everything. He's everyone comes to him and he's brilliant.
I don't remember that.
But he's angry about tap, not the young kids, and they don't understand tap, and he believes in old school tap, and these new guys that isn't tap, and it's a mental patient must have written this thing.
You watched it. Apparently, it was had
I
something.
had to watch it. What was it? I couldn't believe
recommend
it. It's like watching Geely.
There was a wild space wedding this weekend. A Russian woman married a guy who's up in space.
Fred was up in space when he got married. Not a first.
So here is what is the woman's name?
Lindsay Lohan.
No, Ekaterina Dmitriev says that despite the distance, she and her husband share a very strong bond. B2.
Especially when the person is
Oh, yeah.
Yuri was further away.
Yuri and Ikritia.
He was closer to me because of the communication that we have.
She's
And
Russian. She speaks beautifully.
Beautiful English, doesn't she?
Yep, better than I do.
So they communicate very well, even though he's millions of miles away in space. And that's what held them together. They had a cardboard cutout. She married a cardboard cutout that was standing in for her husband, who was, issuing his vows from space.
Great.
And the president of Liberia has agreed to step down today so that maybe that country can be brought under control and people will stop dying and they can get some water and food and save themselves. At the box office this weekend, SWAT, the Samuel L. Jackson, Colin Farrell movie, was the number one movie at the box office. They are saying that's the fifth movie in a row for Colin Farrell that's debuted at number one. Here's Samuel L. Jackson on the job of a SWAT member. B4. B3, I'm sorry.
Wrong room.
Sorry.
It's a tough job, and it requires a lot of work. I mean, these guys train more than, the average officer, and they have rigorous physical standards.
All right.
All right. Michelle Rodriguez is also in the movie, and here she is on Working with Samuel L. Jackson.
Isn't she the angry, tough chick that we had in here once?
Yes.
Yeah.
I look at this guy who's
She's not the one which one is it? We have two angry, tough Puerto Rican chicks in here.
Really?
Leah Remini and the...
Oh, Leah, you're considering?
Isn't she Puerto Rican?
Leah's not Puerto Rican.
No, she's Italian.
Seems it.
She's Italian and
But
Jewish.
is she angry and Michelle
She's
Rodriguez?
angry and Michelle is angry. Remember, Michelle was probably bleeped as much as anybody when she was here.
Michelle got mad at some callers, from what I
I
remember.
look at this guy who's been in the business for I don't know how long, you know, and I've seen him since I was a little kid.
We should have Leah box Michelle Rodriguez.
I
Seems
think
better.
Michelle will wipe the floor with her.
All right, anything else, Robin?
Here's a scene from
Oh.
SWAT.
Good.
Sorry, wrong room.
What are you looking for?
Chris Sanchez.
I'm Chris Sanchez.
You're Chris Sanchez?
Yes, I am.
Look, your internal affairs. That guy had double-edged razor blades in his mouth.
Yeah.
Sick and tired of these complaints because some vato
I could have memorized all that.
doesn't like getting thrown to the pavement by a woman.
I look like IED to you?
Yeah, do you?
Who are you?
Wait, now.
I'm
that guy had
Sulu.
about
I'm going to beam you all up.
Yes. I'm in SWAT. Are you?
That seems to be missing the character Spider-Man.
Absolutely.
They keep trying to make movies without him.
Yeah, why do they bother?
The number 2 movie this weekend was the Freaky Friday, which stars Jamie Lee Curtis and Lindsay Lohan.
Who's the Spanish girl with the attitude in that movie?
There is no Spanish girl in that one. And finally, Maria Shriver is taking a leave of absence from NBC to help her husband on the campaign trail.
Good.
So there you go. That's
the
what's
right-
happening.
Yeah, ladies, take a note.
Really?
Help your husbands run for governor. Tonight on the E! Show, Artie Makeover with Queer Eye Guys. Check it out. We'll see you tomorrow.
I'm going to call your father.
Hello, Dad? Like a kid. You know,
I'm
imagine
reporting you to your dad.
being that motivated that he called the dad.
Yeah. Like the guy wouldn't take care of it.
He's insane.
Hello, New York Times.
I have to report something.
I have a controversy.
Controversy.
Every country club's got a guy like that because
Yeah.
they are anything but fun, usually country clubs.
I want to tell you your 40-year-old son's shirt is untucked.
What kind of son did you raise?
Was he raised in a barn?
All right, we're going to take a break and we'll come back. We'll reconvene. We'll get to your phone calls next if you can hold on. And first, these words.
What happens to old football coaches like Tom Landry? They have to endure encounters with Stuttering John.
Hi, Tom. I like your hat. Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot. This is for the Howard Stern show, and this is for broadcast. Okay. How are you? Just fine. Great. So tell me, where is your friggin' hat?
Well, I left it at home. I didn't wear it on this trip.
I mean, it's so, it's like such a famous thing, you know?
Yeah, it was raining, so the straw hat wasn't very good.
Did you ever smell the inside of your hat?
No.
What are your chances of bringing the Cowboys to a Super Bowl?
Well, I tell you, I'm out of it right now. I hope they come back soon.
Do you wear a hat when you're making whoopee with your wife?
Oh, no, not at all.
Did you ever put your hat on backwards?
Probably not.
Did anyone ever try to knock your hat off your head?
Well, they tried to steal it on the way out.
Does the hat ever fall off in your sleep?
I don't usually wear it on sleeping.
Does your wife wear a hat?
No, she doesn't.
Yeah. Hey, now that you're recently divorced and you're looking to get some cash, how about going over to Fidelity Diamond? They'll give you great money for your jewels. If you have estate jewelry that you're looking to unload or an engagement ring that you can't look at anymore, then Fidelity Diamond is the place to go because Tom Calosino will give you top dollar for your items. Call 201-261-6555. Have the staff at Fidelity Diamond get you the most for your unwanted jewelry. At the same time, if you're happy and gone to Fidelity Diamond to get that engagement ring in the past, there's no place to go other than Fidelity Diamond. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Anybody following this?
Yes. The
Really?
Fidelity Diamond will buy your diamonds as well as sell you diamonds.
Anything I've said makes sense because I'm barely paying attention.
You're doing a fine job.
Since 1983, Fidelity Diamond has been the place where diamond engagement ring buyers have gotten the best value for their money. I was reading the commercial, I realized, I wonder if I'm even putting a sentence together. You know, I've done the Fidelity commercial so many times that literally I don't know what I'm saying anymore.
Yeah, but this one is different.
It
You're
is.
talking about them buying your dime.
Oh, is that what I'm talking about? Okay, good. I'm glad you're following this. You must be a genius like Anthony Quivers. Call Fidelity Diamond today. And not only get great prices on your jewelry, but meet a great guy named Tom Calacino.
That's the most important.
Really. Fidelity Diamond, conveniently located on Route 17 South in Paramus. Remember, he's the diamond importer. You'll never get a better play.
You'll love him.
Fidelity Diamond, conveniently located on Route 17 South in Paramus, minutes from Manhattan, Rockland County, and the Garden State Parkway. Call 201-261-6555 for Fidelity Diamond, a guy's best friend.
Rock Radio 92.3 K-Rock. You're listening to a man who is more groundbreaking than Jackie Robinson. Howard Stern.
That is true. That is very true, that statement. History will realize that Jackie Robinson compared to me was nothing.
Oh, my.
Yeah, what did he do?
That's right. What did he do?
What did you overcome?
Look at my struggle. He had black skin. I have this face. Okay? You figure it out.
And that face is the biggest drawback.
People are very prejudiced against this face. Very hard to find work in those days. There used to be ads in the paper for jobs. And they say, if you look like Howard Stern, don't apply. John, you're on the air. Go ahead. We're going to take a couple of phone calls now.
Checking out Artie's big coming out party on the E! Show last night.
How great was that?
Well, I don't know how those faggots did it, but they managed to make him look worse than he already did with that stupid blazer. And I'm
I
no
like the
fashion
blazer.
expert.
I thought those guys made him look good, actually. I like the glasses and the blazer, but...
Weren't those Dominic's old jeans before he lost the 30 pounds?
Yeah.
Looks like he dropped a load in him when he was walking around.
See, I thought the jeans looked good. I thought it made him...
He looked good that day he walked in.
I gotta disagree with the outcome. I just I thought the whole behavior Artie had with the drinking and calling those guys faggots, and I mean I thought that was the best episode of Queer Eye for the Straight Guy that I've ever seen.
Right.
I saw Artie's sister, Stacy.
Yeah, cute.
Yeah, what's up with her?
Yeah,
She available?
not to you, I don't
No,
think.
not for you, sir.
She scored surprisingly high on the Jerkin scale. I was surprised.
Yeah, I wish they'd shown a little more booby and a little ass and vagina.
Both Dana and Stacy were looking quite nice. I must say.
Yeah, Artie's women.
Bring them on.
Bring it on, Artie.
Is she single? I mean,
She's single, right?
John,
Your sister?
tell her, you know,
Yeah,
put
I
out
thought-
a good word for me.
I was really shocked. I don't remember. I know I met Stacy, but I don't really remember meeting her. And
You met her very briefly, and
Yeah.
you were a little lit. It was
I
at one of
was.
your birthday party.
and she was short, so I couldn't really see her
Yeah,
face.
yeah, you had to bend way over.
Yeah, I could see the
I'm a
top of
little-
her head.
I'm a little disappointed with the E-camera guys because they didn't give a good shot of her ass.
Thank you. I you know what? I'm
They
very
were
rarely.
doing their job.
I'm very rarely critical of my team back there because they do a great job. I can't argue with that. But this time they missed a perfect opportunity. Everyone wanted to see Stacey Lang's ass and boobs.
She looks like she's in pretty good shape to me.
Yeah. She
No
looked nice.
Artie.
We saw Artie's ass though. But not Stacey's.
Remind me not to get drunk with this guy because the pants come off and he's bent over before you know it. You know?
He was a little anxious there, wasn't he?
I don't think we're cool anymore. We can't hang out.
All right. Thank you.
Take it easy.
Right.
For the record, I would hang out with John.
Yes.
He's afraid to hang out.
He's a good guy.
Right. I should just go through all these, right? Let me see if I could just pop through all of these phone calls real quick.
Yeah, and people, get me a tape of Artie's show. I missed it.
Yeah, you got to see it. Joe, you're on the air. It really is great. Joe.
The E! Show last night was the funniest
Right.
I have seen in a long, long time.
And I have to agree with you.
Well, there's one thing we have to say about seeing Artie's ass. At least there weren't any skid marks.
Yeah.
Oh, well, good, Artie.
Yeah, I did prepare. Thank you, sir.
Oh man, it was just I couldn't stop laughing. I mean, even though I knew what was coming on.
You talk about Artie's
the
ass.
show last week.
You talk about Artie's ass. I got to tell you a funny story. We're in the middle of the tape that I've always promised to put out all the uncensored moments in the E! Show.
Uh-huh.
We're in the middle of putting this thing together, and I want to have it out for Christmas. But I was screening some of the footage, and there's one. God knows how many years ago this was, but my underpants are down, and I'm bent over my desk, with my naked ass. But we must have blocked it out on TV. You can't show it. I mean, it's really graphic. And I'm like looking at this thing, and I go, I can't put this out on the uncensored DVD, for crying out loud. I mean, this is so embarrassing. This chick is spanking me, and I'm naked. And I got to, and then I said, well, how can I not? I got to put it on there. So I'm really in a dilemma. I really don't want people to see my ass. I didn't know
that bad?
I don't remember doing that.
I was going to say, I can't recall you being naked in here.
I pulled my pants down, and I'm telling you, it looks like a train wreck back there. And I mean, how much humiliation must I suffer? But I'm thinking I'll have to put it on.
And it was on the E! Show.
I know, because everyone will say, oh, you didn't put it on. Well, I'm putting it in. You know me, I'll put it in. But Jesus Christ, I don't want to.
Oh, man, that's good. I can't wait for that tape. Oh, God.
Oh, man, you should see some of this stuff.
I can't wait to see
It's insane.
When Artie came in the next morning, the reason why he kept those sunglasses on, did he have a hangover?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
I was still drunk.
Yeah, it was part of his makeover, though. All right, let me move along real quick so I can get to everybody, all
Have
right?
a good day, guys.
All right.
Later.
Melrose?
Good morning, Howard.
Yes.
Melrose Larry Green here.
I don't think this is the show you should be calling in on. Don't you do other shows?
No.
Go
I
ahead.
won't talk with Gary.
Yeah, okay. Go call
Howard,
that
listen
show.
to me.
Go call the other shows.
No, I'm not doing that. Listen,
No,
Howard.
this is the second time. Goodbye.
Howard,
Goodbye.
wait a minute. Don't hang up.
No.
I want to tell you something.
So he started that again?
Yeah, after he was, and he called here crying 2 times yesterday to the
What's he
interns.
crying about?
He's in tears. He wants to be on the show. I always had him on the show. But, he
knew what he was doing.
Yeah, he knows. Yep. Okay, let's go to Chris.
Hey, Mega Dildos, Howard.
Schmeckers.
Hey, I got a question for you here. Can I get an update on the Howard Stern cartoon, the Howard Stern years?
Yeah, I know. Albie Heck called in yesterday, the head of Spike TV, and I'm thrilled to. I like Albie a lot. I think he's great. I'm very excited about putting together the cartoon. But we are in such early stages on it. We're in the middle of talking with writers, and having meetings, constant meetings. It's such an early stage, and some of the artists have done some early sketches that look really good. But if I had my druthers, I probably would have held off on that announcement because I got a lot of shows in production. I actually got 10. I counted them up. 10 television shows sold.
Wow.
That are in production in various stages. And I know everyone hears about them because, well, where the hell are they?
It takes time.
It takes goddamn time.
I was thinking about it. Remember when Pam Anderson told us about Stripperella?
Yeah.
It was like 2 or 3 years before it actually hit the
I
air.
know. Well, I'm shooting for next year, but...
So, I'm just saying that there sometimes is a little bit of lag time between first introduction and actual presentation.
Well, the excitement is around the announcement. I mean, it's great because Spike is a network for men. I'm very male-oriented. It kind of made sense, and it's fun to make the announcement, but now the hard work has to begin.
Do you know if all the production will be in California pretty much?
No, most of it here in New York.
Right?
Yeah, because I was over at...
their facility?
Yeah, they got a whole setup over there.
Can I put my name in for a voiceover when you take auditions for that stuff?
Are you an actor?
No.
Oh.
I have no experience.
Yeah, I'm not even up to that, man.
No.
But we are looking for guys with absolutely zero experience.
Yeah.
That would be me.
Yeah.
I got Artie for you. When are you coming to the downtown area?
I don't know. Maybe soon. We're in Pennsylvania a lot.
All right,
Cool,
thank
thanks.
you. All right, I'm just trying to move along fast. Yeah, Roy, go ahead. Roy, you're on the air.
Yeah, I'll be very quick. First of all, I've watched the E! Show ever since its inception in '94, and I think last night, after seeing last night's episode, I have a queer eye for our tie.
Queer eye for our tie.
I like that title.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Were you able to give away all the prizes yesterday?
No, I'll play the game with you, but you really got to win. If I'm not just giving it away.
I will do my best.
All right, I got $500 cash, courtesy of Lionsgate Home Entertainment DVD Collection, which actually is pretty cool. It's Saturday Night Live's 25 years of music.
Nice.
They took every musical performance from Saturday Night Live and put it on the DVD.
Every good one.
Yeah, I think it's 4 or 5 DVDs in one box set.
It's a great idea.
It's the greatest live music sets and comedy skits. Oh, comedy skits.
Oh, you didn't tell me that part.
No, I just want the music. comedy skits. Seen those 100 times. Hey, Gary, just bring in one of those song things for this dude.
Gonna read you the first line of a TV theme.
All right, here we go. We're set up for the interim beauty pageant, which is going to happen later this morning, and the guys all came down the runway.
Oh,
Funny.
no. They came running down the runway.
Yeah. Disturbing seeing Gary walk down the runway. All right, what do you got for us, Gary? Give us this is from a popular TV show. It's a theme. It's a line from one of the themes. Go ahead.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Now, what show?
You know, I remember
that song.
I remember who did the song.
I feel guilty for taking your money. The Golden Girls.
That is
That's
correct.
right.
Well, very good.
Wow.
Isn't that guy? Wasn't that a hit song, actually?
Andrew Gold had a hit with
Andrew
it.
Gold.
Yeah.
I want to thank you for being a friend.
I want to thank you.
Oh, CD2.
God bless you.
Pellet.
That's not. Wait, here.
Thank you for being a friend. Travel down the road and back again. Your heart is true. You're a pal and a confidant.
Am I wrong for having a thing for King Arthur?
And if you threw a party in
That song. Hey, real good. Hold on, okay?
Thanks, Howard.
$500.
$500 to you.
To you, my friend.
That was good.
I just put him back on hold if somebody can. You know what I'm saying? Get Roy. Yeah, oh, they already got him. Okay. Let me see. All right. Let me just get through some of these calls. Yeah. So many. Matt, go ahead.
Yeah, there's no small degree of hypocrisy and cowardice to the Schwarzenegger's run for office. Hypocrisy because the proud immigrant here, he was one of the most vocal proponents of a proposition that was ultimately that won, but was ruled as unconstitutional and defeated, that would deny illegal immigrants' families state aid. Now, he was all against any kind of aid going to the families, the kids of illegal immigrants. The proposition won, but was overturned by the California Supreme Court as unconstitutional, which puts him at odds with the entire Hispanic community in the state.
Are you like one of those Mother Jones left-wing nut jobs?
No, it's just reading the paper. Read the Times like you do.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you something. That's my point. You know, now the fun and games are over. They're going to have these question and answers. When Arnold Schwarzenegger goes on a TV show, he's going to actually have to answer questions, and he's got to really sit down quick and get a tutorial because guys like this are going to be nailing them all over the place. And when Matt Lauer throws him an easy one, like, where do you stand? Should we pay for childcare at the workplace or not? And he just goes, I'm for the kids and I love kids and that's something we're going to have to look at. But I love kids. That you can't just say you love kids.
The truth is, Lauer's question was much easier than that. He was saying, would you repeal the law?
Right.
And Arnold can't repeal anything as
Can
governor.
I add into this? I'd like to add what...
As you know, I can't repeal anything, Matt. If you know anything about politics and governorship, gubernatorial race. But Arnold really will come off. He's got a great thing going. Nobody knows anything about him. They love his movies. He's a beloved guy. I love him. I'm supporting him because...
But he's also a coward and an opportunist because if he really wanted to run, why didn't he run in the last election when it would have been a level playing field?
What's the
now
difference?
he's got 60 days.
He's not a
to make
coward.
recognition. He is.
Well, it is an easier run
Sure.
for governor than during a normal
Why
election
not?
time.
Why not take advantage of it?
That's why 158 people are registered.
But sir, if I could answer you, I am for your children.
And Howard, one last thing,
Thank you.
please.
Yes.
Stop coasting. Stop coasting.
Oh, okay. All right. Thank you. Stop coasting. That's that guy. Yeah.
Every day he calls, so obviously you're not coasting.
Yeah, you must be listening,
stop
dude.
listening.
Yeah, I'll be coasting the day you tune out. Let's see. Yeah, you see. Okay, here's...
Rush Limbaugh, coming in from the right, the Republican side, has said you're not really a California Republican, you're a liberal, and there are touchstone social issues. I know you're pro-choice, but I want to ask about one of them since it's a state issue. What about gay marriage?
Well, I don't want to get into that right now because that's become...
Arnold. He's not getting into anything.
No. Well, then he does say the reason he doesn't want to get into it because that's the wrong focus.
Go on with our campaign, we will be addressing all of those issues. Right now, I just want to tell you that to me, the important thing is to go after the economy, bring businesses back, work on education and reforming the system, the political system up there in Sacramento. Those are the main issues that I want to concentrate on because we have to clean house. There's, of course, very many other problems. If it's the water rights and the infrastructure of transportation, airport security.
See, he goes into that whole thing. And he's right. The airport security is key, but...
Much more important than whether gays can get married.
Right. Well, he makes a good point.
That's true. He did. He pulled that one out.
You're gonna, if you're gonna bog me down on the homos,
we'll never get
anywhere. You know, look, Arnold doesn't care about gay marriage. He's all for
Actually,
it.
he's for it.
Yeah, he wants everyone to be as miserable as he is. You know, if I can answer for the guy, if I was one, I'd just say, look, I don't care who gets married. I am for the children. I'm for the homo children. Everyone.
It is weird that they want to get married. The one group where no one's bugging them to get married, and they
No.
want to do it.
Yeah, everybody wants what they can have.
That's right. The grass is always greener.
Hey, here's something weird. Last night on Jay Leno, Ben Affleck showed up. I didn't get to see it because I'm in bed so damn early. But he showed up, and he must have had some meeting with a publicist where they said, look, you guys are getting hammered with this horrible movie you're in, and Ben's in the newspaper with, J-Lo's breaking up with him because he went to a strip club. So he decides, I'll go on Jay Leno and explain everything.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, but meanwhile, he says nothing. And Jay just cackles and giggles like a girl in the background.
That's why you go to Jay when you have a problem.
I got to tell you, I kind of had it with Jay.
Well, I remember, when you think about it, remember that interview after the Divine Brown thing with Hugh Grant?
Yeah.
What did Jay do? He giggled through the whole interview. Never asked a straight question.
All right, here you go.
We're talking with Ben Affleck, star of I Went to a Strip Club. Is that the name of it? No, what? Yeah, that was the name of the movie. I keep hearing all these rumors and
That's what amazes me. You know how many times I've been to strip clubs? I mean, not that many, mind you, but it never occurred to me that it was news. It's sort of amazing. It's actually a funny story. Basically, I'm up there, and I'm a young guy, and I'm getting married soon, as you may have heard. Yeah. And I have some friends, and they said, hey, we should go out, do like a little mini bachelor party. I said, I don't know, my friends in Boston are kind of planning one. They said, come on, we'll go out to one of these, with these. So you were duped, didn't you? They told me it was a Christian youth gathering. That's what I thought initially going in. Then when I got
Jay laughing way too hard at that.
there, of course, yeah, but I
Can't contain himself.
did have the common sense
Still laughing.
to call Jennifer and say, hey, I'm going to go to this place, and it's kind of wacky, and they want me to go.
You said I've gone to this place and it's kind of wacky.
Something along those lines, yeah. I said, it's a strip, and Jennifer's very secure and cool. She was like, all right, great, have a good time, knock
She's
yourself
cool
out.
with that.
She's very secure, very secure.
Yeah, but she was cool with that.
She said she was. I can't do that thing, say yes, no, mind read thing. I
As
say,
a
you say
man
yes,
who's been married 23 years, if they say they're cool with it, they're not cool with it. Well, go ahead, continue.
No wonder Ben Affleck won't come on this show. I'd say, hey,
there's
listen.
another big star.
I would say, dude, we're not talking about whether you went to a strip club. We all know you went to the strip club.
Nobody's arguing that that's a good or bad thing.
But your fiance has turned you into a lesbian. She's essentially cut off your penis. You're with a bunch of strippers. You go back to somebody's house, Christian Slater's house, and you're performing oral sex on them, and they're not allowed to do anything to you.
And you won't let them touch you.
Yeah. How gross is that?
And Christian's getting his back shaved.
Yeah, I mean, there's a million questions to ask, but listen to how inane this.
So she's cool with it.
She's cool.
So she's cool with it.
fine.
So I go there, and it was actually relatively it would have been like, it would have been like a brunch for Colin Farrell. You know what I'm saying? It was like a time. And I go there.
Yeah, put it over on Colin.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Colin's a bad guy. Do you know him? So I go there, and it's just relatively typical. By the time the tabloids get a hold of it, I'm like in a three-way with Michael Jackson and Elvis and the Wolfman.
That's not what they said.
It was a brunch for you, is what they were saying.
Yeah.
But it was a relatively tame, as those things are.
Yeah,
and I get back, and I said, and then they said, oh, well, they're going to, it's not like I thought people were going to notice me, but they said, oh, they're going to run this story about it. So I called Jen. I said, they're going to run a story about me.
It's wacky.
Being at I told you. She said, well, looks like you had your bachelor party.
Dun, 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 dun. Happy ending.
I was like, yeah, we do it.
So that was my weekend.
So that was a weekend.
Yeah,
So-
newsworthy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Exciting.
Because the scandal, I remember you said to me...
Scandal.
Well, it was not the scandal, but the whole thing, the movie, the strip, it was like, what'd you call it? You call it...
Well, it was kind of like it was really a confluence of different factors that happened with the movie.
Confluence of
Yes, I realized what it is. It's basically that there was bad buzz on the movie to begin with, right? And then this whole like kind of diarrhea of publicity about me and Jen all the time, and
A diarrhea of publicity.
it's like you just get splashed with it. You know
I
what I mean?
got you. I got the image.
So thanks. I just wanted to drive it home. And the third thing was the fact that the movie wasn't that good.
Right.
So I realized what it was. It was The Perfect Storm.
The Perfect Storm.
Yes. I felt like the Clooney character at the end of the movie when he looks over and sees a big wave. Like,
He annoying. He chats like a chick.
Jesus.
He is a chick.
The Clooney
He's at Christian Slater's house. There's 3 chicks there, and he performs oral on them. And then they try to do something to him, and he's like, no, I can't. Like, why would you perform oral on some, strippers? And then she's going to go home and kiss him?
Yeah, and then...
You got to be freaking kidding me.
His fiance's calling that his bachelor party, and
And
he's...
then Christian Slater is getting his back shaved?
What the
Because
hell
these
was
guys
going
can't
on?
do anything. I mean, what kind of whackness is that? That's what we're talking about, not whether you went to a strip club or not. And then I called Jen, and she was cool with it. She goes, "Well, looks like you had your bachelor party."
It was like a Lucy episode. Well, Ricky, you had your bachelor.
Ricky, you went to the strip club.
She said, every day of my life is going to be the best bachelor party ever, honey, because we're not getting married.
Right.
I can't deal with this. I'm Ben Affleck.
Yeah, you idiot.
It's like, what am I doing?
Right. If you're doing that, then... And Jay asked him nothing.
No, doesn't even get into it. Like he never saw the story.
I've been hearing some things. He read the whole thing.
Scandal.
I read the scandal. I read the scandal, but I don't want to offend you.
Thank you for coming on.
No wonder those shows suck.
I was reading Adam Buckman's column. He was saying something you've been saying for years, that they ought to just stop on these late night shows with the
End them.
celebrity guests.
Yeah.
Because that's the most boring part of the show.
Yeah.
Have real people on that you can actually talk to. Maybe say something interesting.
And then Ben talked about how bad Geely is. I guess some publicist figured out that he should just go on
Admit it.
and admit it.
turned into a slam dunk contest for critics. So if you need your cars washed,
but you're a good sport. Because I know people that literally will not come out of there. They get a bad review and they don't come out of the house. I can't reach them for like weeks.
Sometimes the movies are good, sometimes they're not. You can't get obsessed with everybody loving you all the time. I don't know about somebody said it gave them eye cancer. I wouldn't go that far, but it really wasn't that good. You know what I mean?
And a lot of those strippers are college girls working their way through PhD.
Well, I'm trying to...
Name one good Affleck movie aside
I
from
was
Good Will
gonna say,
Hunting.
most of them are bad.
Yeah.
Let's not say some. Most.
Managed to ruin Daredevil. That was...
And even, what was that franchise that Harrison Ford had that he appeared in?
Yeah.
He ruined that.
Stimulate the economy. Okay.
Whatever.
Yeah, and maybe it did give a critic eye cancer. How do you know the guy was joking?
Well, there you go. Ben Affleck taking the offensive in the public relations area.
Diving into it.
So that one day when he runs for governor, he will not be at a loss.
I'm just listening to that, and I realize he's already made too much money.
Yeah. He never should have
He
been.
doesn't even care
Right.
that he puts out a bad
Right.
Some of them are good, some of them are bad. Who cares? I got $1 billion in the bank.
Yeah, that's what he's saying, essentially.
Basically, it doesn't really hurt me.
Whether it's good or bad, the movie's going to cost you guys $10.
We're talking with Ben Affleck, star of I Went to a Strip Club. Is that the name of it?
Which is this one? Here, wait.
Now, what have you been up to? Any?
Well, I don't know if you know about this. I have a film.
Has Sheely opened?
Sheely, yeah, it has opened.
Okay.
Funnily enough, it's out. Film's out. Thank you. Right. Now, it's interesting because I wasn't paying attention to the beginning of the show, but there's this common misconception out there that the movie didn't somehow do well or wasn't well received. People think that, Jay. No. Yes, they do. I know it seems crazy to you and Kevin.
What's up, man?
But
What's up, man?
yeah, I see you. But I wanted to just kind of set aside some of these misconceptions and read some of the love that I've gotten from the press corps of America, the reviews for the movie. Oftentimes they'll put them in the advertisements, and I'm going to go ahead and plug the movie now because it is still out. So I'd like you to hear.
These are actual reviews?
These are actual reviews that I culled because I pay attention to these things for the movie. So I'm going to read these, and you let me know if you think it sounds like something you want to see.
So that.
That's. I'm going to read the. That's a way. That's a funny thing to him. He does that for a laugh.
An utter wreck of a movie. You expect to see it lying on its side somewhere in rural Pennsylvania with a small gang of engineers circling and a wisp of smoke rising from the caboose. Hold on. That was a mistake. I didn't mean to pull that one.
He has a pubic hair stuck in his throat, I think, from those strippers. I think some of them didn't shave down. You know, Jay, my movie really bombed.
You know, Jiggly is still out.
Jay.
I don't know if you know this, but the movie's out.
Speculating that the $3.8 million Gigli earned at the box office came from the purchase of two $1.9 million tickets purchased by Ben and Jen. That was bunks in television. I want to give credit where credit's due here.
Jesus.
It's coming off horribly. You know, it's just stay away. Go hide for a while.
Yeah. You're better off hiding.
Jennifer probably said, not only have you shamed me with this Inquirer thing, you've shamed me with this movie. Go on, Jay Leno, and straighten this out.
Right. Because I'm not going. And she said, I guess you had your bachelor party.
Black hole, Gigli. A black hole that sucks reputations, careers, and goodwill down its vortex. So. Gigli is so horrible.
This is pathetic.
I had to go clean my palate afterward by watching glitter. You don't see that every day. That's not finished.
Is this working?
No.
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
He's embracing his failure. Why didn't he warn us?
To him.
Why didn't he warn us that the movie was bad ahead of time?
Well, I heard him in a press conference say, basically, the idea is to fool you and get your money before you realize it's bad.
Yeah.
What? I was going to say, what movie, not to bust his chops or anything, because he's getting enough of it, but what movie has he starred in that was really a good movie? Can you think of one? I can't think of one.
Dirty Work.
Yeah, I mean, he's almost like me.
Yeah.
Like a good-looking version of me.
It's always, he's had the luck of being in other people's movies that have done well.
That's right.
Right, that he was the lead of.
Hey, Joe, you're on the air.
Hi, Howard.
Hey.
Yeah, yesterday you were talking about Artie's Italian and how it was bad and not real Italian.
Right.
But I grew up in Italy because my dad was in the service. And the thing about it is, it's Sicilian Italian.
Oh, okay.
Like most of the immigrants that came.
Who cares? Dave, hi, you're on the air. Go ahead.
Hello?
Dave, go ahead.
Yeah. Did you sell with telepictures?
What?
Did you sell with telepictures?
Did my lawsuit is settled with ABC and Telepictures, yes. Yes.
Did you do it for money?
What?
Did you settle it for money?
Of course, like in every one of these lawsuits, you're not allowed to comment on it, or else or else you're screwed. So.
So after all that going off on Jim and everything.
Let me just say something. It's settled, and I'm very happy, as they say.
That's what the buzzword is.
Yeah, I'm very happy. Thank you.
Did you get it?
And that's it.
Okay, good luck.
Thank you. And that's all I'll say. I'm very pleased with the outcome.
Are they not pleased?
I don't know. That's for them to announce. So that's all I'm going to say.
That would be more of an indication.
So that's that. I'm very, very happy.
I would imagine that they wrote something in the settlement like you can't mention the telepictures people.
Anything. I don't mention anything, but I'm very happy. It's over. God bless everybody. That's it. End of statement.
Everybody?
Everybody.
Thank you for everything. Every individual.
No. I think I was being sarcastic. But no, everything's fine, and thank you for your concern.
And, that's it. But
That too.
That's exactly it.
Thank you. That was clear.
You know how Arnold Schwarzenegger goes, "I'm for the children"?
Yes.
It's like one of those answers. It's like, yes, everyone's happy. Goodbye.
We're very happy and all that stuff.
I'm for that.
I got to take a break. We have so much going on. Get ready for the intern beauty pageant. Latrasha Marzola will be here.
Latrasha. I thought it was Latasha.
Whatever. She'll be here. And we have so much to get to. It's not even funny, but I must take this break. We'll be back.
Yes. Hi, Casey. My name's Dr. I'm a neurosurgeon down here in Orlando, Florida, and I thought I'd just call and give you a theory on why you might be wetting the bed. The first theory I had is that you might have a counterbalance of neurostimuli in your brain.
Oh, what are you up to?
I'm putting together the show. I don't have time to listen to this. It's summertime, and Time Warner Cable has deal that just adds up.
Has deal?
Evidently, our sales department's busy, too, because they don't have time to proofread. It's summertime, and Time Warner Cable has deal that just adds up. Now you can get 1 free installation of DTV, digital television from Time Warner Cable, and 2 free months of 3 premium channels. Call 1-800-OK-CABLE and wrap up your summer entertainment in 3 easy steps. Check out the hottest summer entertainment. Find your choice of stars, Encore, Showtime, the Movie Channel, Cinemax, and HBO. And wait until you try movies on demand. Man, are you going to love that. Pause, fast forward, rewind. You just can't do that with satellite. I was using my satellite this weekend, and it froze up.
Yeah.
Yeah, great.
Always good, isn't
anytime there's some rain, it freezes up. Just call 1-800-OK-CABLE now. They've got that movies on demand. It's worth it. I tell you, I love it. Call 1-800-OK-CABLE.
Rock Radio 92.3 K-Rock. This is the Howard Stern.
What?
The Howard Stern Show.
Yeah. Yeah, baby. Oh, come on. Hey, tonight on the E! Show, hunting for Bambi girls. Meet those hot chicks in one tranny that run around naked and get shot with paintballs by paying hunters. And then see Artie pelt them with powder puffs tonight on E!
Yeah.
Artie pelts the girls in a little fun.
I got good aim.
Always into the hygiene.
Getting tons of calls and email and letters about Artie being gay. I mean, my God.
It was pretty clear.
You know, since I've been gay, it's really helping my career, by the way.
Yeah?
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah. I'm getting offers left and right.
So, here's some of the voicemail that came in.
Yeah, this message is for Artie Lang. Hi, Artie. This is Elton John. I heard you turned into a fag today. Well, this is great news. Anytime you want to get together and yank on my tug, just give me a call. I'm over here in England. I'll hope to be hearing from you, Artie. You homo. Bye.
Isn't that nice?
It's exciting. A call from England.
Yeah. Elton John, no less.
Wow.
And that wasn't the only celebrity that called in.
Yes, this is George Michael, and I'm calling for Artie Lang. Artie, I heard you're a homosexual now. Boy, that's great news. Anytime you want to just give me a call out here in L.A. I'm staying at the Come Inn. I'm at bathhouse number 5. Just ask for George Michael. So give me a call out here. I'd love to see you. I like a big bear, a big burly man. So give me a call. Bye.
Yeah, the show on E! last night was really good. Artie was begging gay men to have sex with him.
Yeah. Which can be, misunderstood by some closed-minded people out there.
I didn't know he stayed at the Come Inn,
Yeah.
George Michael.
Well, that's actually a very nice place out there. It's 5-star.
And now every gay celebrity wants you.
Yeah, this message is for Artie Lang. Hi, Artie. This is Ryan Seacrest. I heard that you're a homo now. I heard the show the other day, and right now I'm dipping my into Jack Daniels and water. Just wondering if you might want to come on over and have a sip. Contact me if you're interested in that, Artie. It's Ryan Seacrest signing off. Bye.
Ryan is not gay, by the way.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a controversial call for Ryan to make.
Yeah.
Maybe that's not the Ryan Seacrest from American Idol.
Maybe it's a guy pretending to be him. You know what I mean? A thought did occur to me.
Yeah, of me and Ryan Seacrest, remember, I'm the gay one.
I think these are, I don't know how many celebrities called you.
Yeah, this message is for Artie Lang. Hi, Artie. This is Ryan Seacrest.
So you called back again?
Oh, Ryan just wants you.
Yes, this is gay actor Richard Chamberlain. And I just wanted to say, Artie, you hot, big piece of man ass. I got a hog leg in my sweats when I heard that you turned fag today. I'll tell you what, man, you ought to get together with me. We'll have some coffee and tickle each other's gonads or do whatever you want.
Hey,
I'd
Richard
love
Chamberlain.
to get together and have a good time with you now that you're homo. Give me a call sometime out here in California.
Artie's in with the
Talk to
gay
you later.
mafia.
Bye.
Yeah, Artie's career is going to take off now.
Absolutely. I might get a show.
Artie just moved into A-list.
Thank you. Gay list.
You're not the only one being called gay because I grill on the weekends.
Oh, come on.
Are
This
some
guy.
people confusing that with gay?
Well, here's his point of view. I'll play it for you.
You know, cooking a burger and a steak, that's manly. All this you're doing now, that is so gay. You are one gay mother.
You know, making beer can chicken to me is not gay, but
But maybe stuffing cheese into portobello mushrooms.
yeah, that might be a little gay.
Not if you grill them, Robin.
And Bob Levy left voicemail on Star Jones. He's
Star Jones. That's a perfect name for your star, because you're the size of a planet. She looks like the Michelin Man if he fell in mud. I saw you on The View. The View. It should be called Floor Babylon. Thank God you never had kids. You probably would have ate them. She would Saddam Hussein if his dick was wrapped in bacon. I don't know what would make me more tired, f***ing you or trying to climb you. God, your must smell like the dumpster in the back of a Red Lobster. And I bet it's seen less daylight in the last year than Bin Laden. When you're done taking a shit, the inside of your toilet must look like a log cabin. Then you probably wipe your ass with a towel. Now you do commercials for Payless shoes. You should pay less for shoes, because with that big stomach, you can't see them. They say you are what you eat. You must have had fat black pig for every meal.
He's angry. He really does not dig her.
He's another one of those guys who gets upset when he watches TV.
Yeah. So it looks like a log cabin. I like that.
Yeah. Bob told me he leaves these messages on Regis's answering machine, but Regis never plays them on the show.
He doesn't get the same attention.
And now Bob Levy will talk about Star Jones. Today I'm live.
And of course, we mentioned Ben Affleck and him going on the Tonight Show, trying to convince everyone that nothing went on in the strip club. In fact, I think he's suing the Inquirer, which makes sense. That's a good thing to do. You know what I mean?
Oh, they'll like that.
But if they have a videotape of him in the strip club doing stuff, he could hire like Johnny Cochran and Perry Mason and Ally McBeal, get them all in that courtroom, and they got videotape on you, man. It's going to be tough.
Yep.
Your Honor, I'd like to introduce my lawyers, Perry Mason, Ironside, Johnny Cochran, and Ally McBeal. I'm sure I'll get off. But if he was at the special all-you-can-eat buffet at the strip club, and they got it on tape, that's the end of him. You know.
Well, the Inquirer, I think, is sticking to its gun.
You're like, Ally McBeal, what is your defense of your client? Well, that's not his face. That's they taped a face onto that.
That's a mask.
Right. That dancer's crotch burned acid into his face, and that guy looks like Ben Affleck now. Oh, okay. But I don't know what their defense would be.
Well, that could be Ben, but isn't it possible that it's someone else?
Isn't it possible Industrial Light and Magic had his face turned into something other to make him look like Ben Affleck? Isn't it possible that Horovision has been applied? But I don't know. I don't believe maybe Ben Affleck gave oral to these strippers, because you know what? I won't even pick up food that falls on the floor at a strip club. Ooh. Would you give oral to a stripper? Seriously. I mean, Benji would, but
I really don't think I would do that.
Yeah.
Artie, I'm not trusting you. You go gay with a few
Well, you see, you know what happened is, I'm trying to think back and think if I ever have.
Did you give oral to that whore the night that she took the $500 from you?
That is a definite no. I know that for sure.
Okay.
That would have been $600.
Hey, did you see Extra Television? They showed Kobe Bryant and his wife on another shopping trip in Beverly Hills. She's going to bleed him dry slowly.
Slowly. She's doing it pretty quickly here over the last week or so.
Yeah, maybe quickly. They're coming to New York next week because she's going to try and buy the Statue of Liberty. She said to him the other night, I guess they were out at some premiere, and she had that phony smile plastered on her face that she has to look happy that she's with Kobe Bryant. And she said to him, "You're going to buy me the Statue of Liberty." "But I just bought you a $4 million ring, baby.
Doesn't matter.
A $50,000 bracelet.
Doesn't matter.
Want the Statue of Liberty."
Give me your poor, you're tired, and another ring.
I'm still not over it.
His credit card caught on fire the other night.
Yeah, just
Literally.
blew up.
They were just, they running through that machine so many times.
It smoked.
Baby, you really need 2 diamond-covered Rolexes? I have 2 arms, don't I, Kobe? Oh, baby, my name's Kobe. Kobe Bean, not Kobe. My God. All she has to say is, you know what? You don't want to buy me the Statue of Liberty? Maybe you should use your credit card to rent another hotel room and have sex with another girl.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you go rape another girl?
All she has to say is, you know what? You're going to need me during those court appearances. You want a loving wife sitting behind.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I want to make sure I get there on time. I'll need that diamond watch.
That's right. You don't want me there crying or not at all.
Yeah, so you better buy me the Statue of Liberty, you bastard.
Oh, is there anything worse than abroad with that in her ammunition?
Oh, man.
no.
Her gun is loaded.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
She's got a Glock.
Glock.
And a full metal
Right.
jacket.
Yeah. Jacket. Dude.
Yeah.
Here's a couple of thoughts came in. Someone sent this to me from the internet. Bill Clinton is getting $12 million for his memoirs.
Ugh.
His wife Hillary got $8 million for hers. And that's $20 million for memories from 2 people who for 8 years repeatedly testified under oath that they couldn't remember anything.
Remember anything.
God bless America. And that is a great, great
Yep, that's why it's
piece
a
of
great
mail.
country.
Guy writes in, what is your biggest disappointment in the last 10 years? And I thought about it. I said, I think other than my divorce, that George Lucas can't figure out a way to make a decent Star Wars film. I swear to God, that's the first.
I'm beginning to think he didn't make the first one.
Yeah, I mean, who is this guy who's now pretending to be George Lucas? Would they replace him with somebody?
Those movies are so bad.
Right.
Him and Coppola, they both waited too long to make sequels to their masterpieces.
Yeah.
I got a letter from prison. Howard Stern. Hey, Howard, we love your show in prison. We're incarcerated at the Redfield Trustee Unit, a division of South Dakota State Penitentiary located in Redfield, South Dakota. I guess they get us on
the
E.
trustee unit.
Yeah, the trustee unit, because you can trust those guys.
Right.
We want you to know we watch your show religiously on E. After several trips to the cold showers, we wanted to show our sincere appreciation and gratitude for you and your staff's excellent work. Because a lot of guys in prison don't get porn. I mean, it's very
That's
difficult.
right. They stopped a lot of that.
Yeah, and our show's the closest thing they have. I thought this was interesting, too. They said he got together with all the prisoners and decided their favorite shows of all time.
What are their favorites?
Okay, here they go. Number 1 favorite show, the anal ring toss. They love that.
They love
That's what it says here.
That's big in prison,
You know, I would imagine that prisoners would like that show.
The Family Feud reenactment.
Okay.
Okay. Any Beetlejuice show. Right. And they loved Live in Las Vegas.
Oh, really?
Yeah. The Playmate Search, too. List goes on and on.
Hey.
They watch the show 6 days a week from 10 p.m. to 11 p.m.
That's nice.
And I got to tell you something, that during the time, all 22 dorms have their TVs tuned to you. Our only request from the viewers here would be to please please lighten up the censor spot. Well, you'll be happy to know I'm working on a tape.
Can they get that in prison?
Uncensored, yes. Sure they can. Why not?
I don't know if they have a place to play a tape.
They have a place.
Yeah, there's a common area.
That's right. See, we watch enough prison shows to know there's a common area.
Actually, I've been to the common area.
For most of us, our chances are slim to none of ever seeing a woman.
Really? Ever?
Yeah. That could ever hold a candle to anyone like Miss Howard Stern. The guys love her.
Oh, yeah. Thank you.
I'm sure you can understand our dilemma and why your attention to your show is so important to us. We want to thank you for your excellent taste in female anatomy and your continued obsession with America's most beautiful women. And they love it. They can't.
Can't say enough good things.
We pitch the proverbial tent every night and fall asleep with a smile on our face.
Is that kind of gay with every guy doing
Well,
that at
come
the
on.
same time?
If you're in prison, what choice do you have?
Nothing but guys around.
That's right. You do it privately, underneath. As he says, he pitches a tent. So that's from one of the prisoners over there in Redfield, South Dakota, who appreciates the E! Show.
South Dakota.
South Dakota, baby. That's the place.
Shout out.
Yeah. Yeah. You know, I was reading the New York Times. Some dude wrote a letter to the editor. He's got a point there, man. He's talking about Iraq.
Mm-hmm.
He's saying that this company, Halliburton,
Yeah, the one that's supposed to go in and rebuild.
that Vice President Dick Cheney used to head up,
Yeah.
they converted a $500 million quarterly loss a year into a tidy quarterly profit for the same period this year. Last year, they were $500 million down for this quarter, and now they're way up.
Well, I brought that up when they got the contract. I said, you know what? You don't really need this kind of problem, you know, and the administration is creating it for itself. Even if there's no impropriety, it smacks of some.
Yeah, the war may be taking a toll on Americans, but at least it's sparking a turnaround for Halliburton.
Yeah.
And he said, you might not like Al Gore, you might like him. He said, this is where Arnold Schwarzenegger is getting in trouble. He says, you might like Al Gore, you might not like him, but he's out there giving policy speeches. He's talking about some hard issues. He's even critical of the president. He goes, but our nation is consumed with listening to the Terminator.
Yep.
That's true.
And I mean, that's great for Arnold Schwarzenegger, but he's got to come up with some substance. He's got to do it quick. He's got to.
Actually, what he has to do is fix the problem. You know, it's one thing to have a fun governor, but you got some real problems.
Well, you really do have some real problems. And really, the big story in the news is this hot new young scientist who has spent his summer mapping outer space. We're talking about Anthony Quivers, who has the same name as you. I read it in the education section of the Baltimore newspaper. I think it's
the Catonsville Times.
Is it the Catonsville Times? Oh, I don't know where these papers come from. But yes, Anthony Quivers, Robin Quivers' nephew.
Wow.
Is a young scientist who is an intern for NASA and is now mapping the clouds or something.
We don't even know what he does.
Let's see what he's doing. He's Quivers' efforts on a space weather research project. What is he, a genius?
He's very bright.
Seems like it.
It's like this young man could end up being the most famous Quivers.
I hope so. And finally, somebody, you know, cleaning up this name.
But the Quivers name is, you know, with you and your
take a turn.
and your nephew, it's really taking a turn. You're like the Kennedys now.
We might have to go get a crest or something.
Can he help me pilot my Audi A8?
He could probably program it for
Wow. It's pretty interesting work, said Quivers, who this fall will be a senior in the magnet program, engineering magnet program. Whatever the hell that is.
Well, they have these schools where they group, you know, kids who are very bright together, and they call them magnet schools, and they all study special things.
Although the fields of space, weather, and cosmic rays were new to Quivers, he quickly settled into a routine at Goddard and now is putting the finishing touches on a computer program which will speed up the work of his mentor, Ronald Lepping, a NASA astrophysicist. Look at this kid.
So he's helping that guy speed up his work.
Yeah.
Yeah, what the hell's going on here?
Lepping is the principal investigator of data collected from WIND, a satellite launched 27 years ago in order to study magnetic fields and cosmic events. And evidently your nephew is mapping out 72 space clouds and calculating mathematical equations associated with space clouds. Look at this. Are you close to this kid?
Yeah.
Yeah, this is one I'd be close to.
This is when you can sidle.
This is someone in your family you can really kind of relate to.
Robin, could you get that kid started on liver regeneration?
Thank God your dad didn't get a hold of this, Quivers.
Yeah, you know, my dad did a lot of us a favor by dying.
Come here, boy, I'm proud of you. Now sit on my finger. Hey, get lost, old man. He never got a hold of this, Quivers.
You know what my father once said about him?
Huh.
He'd be pretty smart if he wasn't so stupid.
That's what he said?
My father said that about me, too.
Yeah, but meanwhile, this kid's smart.
Well, he acted like a kid, even though he was very bright. So that was my father's way of saying he irritates me when he acts like a child.
Lepping and Quivers spent the early part of the summer creating mathematical calculations associated with the mapping of 72 space clouds. Jeez. Intense space weather can disrupt the Earth's magnetic field, which can disrupt communication networks, cause power outages, and damage satellites. And Quivers is going to solve all this. So, like when we're on our cell phones, having our dopey phone sex, it won't go out.
That's right. You can have uninterrupted phone sex.
When our callers are calling in and saying Artie's gay, thanks to Quivers, we'll be able to hear them clearly.
They're yelling the other epithets they yell at us.
Right.
Artie's a homo now. Artie likes the homo now.
Yeah, that won't break up.
That won't break up.
Thanks to Anthony Quivers for that.
It's a very long process, said Lepping, who holds a PhD in physics. I ran half of the calculations and Quivers ran the other half. He saved me a lot of time. Wow, look at this kid.
Yeah.
How old is he?
He's 17, 16, 17? 17, right?
I'm going to slide this under my kid's door. Well, these days, Quivers is finishing up a computer program that will extrapolate information from raw data gathered on space clouds. Yeah. According to the genius dude Quivers works with, it's pretty rigorous work. And Quivers is going to publish his results in a science journal next year. How old is he, 17?
Yeah.
I don't like him. How come I haven't met this Quivers?
You met him. He was in here. Remember when my whole family came in? He was there.
He sat there?
Yeah. He spoke to you.
I ignored him.
Said something on the air, actually.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
What'd I ask him?
He was very excited about being on the radio.
Really? I had no idea.
He was probably laughing at Scott the engineer and how easy his job.
He even gets $600 for his internship. Most of the money's going for travel, though.
Yeah, he has to travel 100 miles, I guess, each way to get there. It's pretty far from where he lives.
Quivers rides almost 100 miles each weekday. Yeah, not 100 miles to get there. 100 miles back and forth each week.
Right.
Yeah.
Weekday. Each weekday,
Yeah.
Howard.
Oh, each weekday 100 miles?
Each weekday.
Every day is 100?
Every day.
Wait a second. Most of the money is going for travel, said Quivers, who rides almost 100 miles each weekday. Wow. From Catonsville to the Goddard Center. Look at this guy. Show off. No kidding.
Yeah, I saw his picture. He's one of those people that just looks smart. Like when you walk up to him, I go, this guy's going to be annoyed by me.
He does look like a Quivers, though.
Yeah.
He has a little of the Robin look.
He looks like a Quivers.
He does.
Really does.
He has a Quivers. Wow. Hey, good for him. Robin.
I don't have anything to do with this.
You were the star of the family, but now there's another shining star. Your nephew, Anthony, who is mapping the clouds, and he's only 17. A Quivers dynasty. Wow.
There you go.
Good for you.
Good for me. I don't have anything to do with it.
I don't know. I see the Quivers name being written up.
Thank goodness it's in a good light this time.
I don't see any Stearns. I think when that kid was in here, I rubbed off on him. Some of my genius.
There you go.
I said to him, you ought to look up in the sky, young man. Robin's dad, right before he died, he looked at young Anthony and said, shut up with all that math and science and kiss me, boy. He didn't?
He definitely wasn't into boys.
He wasn't. He was into girls. So what if they were his own daughter?
That's right. He liked to keep it close to home.
He knew a hot chick when he saw one.
He liked to keep it close to home. Why wander?
You know,
right there under your own.
You know, I have a nephew, Anthony. He's currently trying to get a job as a toll collector on the turnpike.
Is that right?
Yeah.
You should be very proud.
So just don't go bragging over there.
Well, if that falls through, he could always be a longshoreman.
No, that you need a lot of it.
All right. Listen, we have to take a break because I know we have a bunch of nervous interns. Our interns, while they are unpaid, unlike Anthony Quivers,
They get no stipend.
they do get to be in the intern beauty pageant. One of them walks away with $5,000 and multiple prizes in the intern beauty pageant. Coming up next, don't miss it. After these words, you can play games, watch movie trailers, send and receive large files. It's everything the internet has to offer without the wait. Just call 1-800-OK-CABLE and your first month of Roadrunner is free. When you install it yourself, it's easy to do and you can install it on your schedule. Call 1-800-OK-CABLE. Find out why Roadrunner was rated the best high-speed internet access by New York Magazine. 1-800-OK-CABLE, 1-800-OK-CABLE. Connect now, install it yourself. And your first month of Roadrunner is free. Roadrunner is available in limited residential Time Warner cable service areas. Monthly rate of $44.95 or $59.95 will begin automatically after the first 3 months. Disclaimer. Call 1-800-OK-CABLE. That's 1-800-OK-CABLE. And find out why Roadrunner was rated the best high-speed internet access by New York Magazine. Roadrunner.
Rock Radio 92.3 K-Rock.
Oh my God. Okay. You got kind of a nice smile yourself.
I guess right now we should start the show.
Welcome to the Howard Stern Intern Beauty Pageant, where innocent college girls who work in our office for free get to compete for prizes while earning college credits. Sweet, young, firm, irresistible, tantalizing, stimulating co-eds parading around in alluring outfits while being judged by a bunch of horny, lecherous men with too much testosterone. And now, the host of this pageant, a man who would love to date the 19 and 20-year-old girls who come on to him, but he's way too ethical, Howard Stern.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I am your host. Girls, it's time to have your beauty on display. It's time for us to have a pageant. I'm not listening to the music behind me. That's right, it's time for excitement. It's time for fun. It's time for Ganji to find a date.
Yeah, he's looking for his next one.
Hey, yeah. Robin, it's time for the Intern Beauty Pageant. Everyone loves it. Let me introduce you to our guest judges. They are
our esteemed panel.
Yeah, they are all, well, they're all doing nothing pretty much.
They're all pretty unaccomplished.
Yeah, they're pretty, none of them really have that many accomplishments, but let's meet our guest judges.
He's a big, chubby black man with a sense of style and man boobs, too. Here's everyone's favorite garbage man, King of All Blacks.
King of All Blacks, I choose you as a judge of our interns because I always feel that you have a lot to say.
I love it.
And I think it looks good for us to have a black man on the panel.
Yeah.
That's more important.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Gotta have a nigga.
You cut off your, oh, please.
I mean.
How dare you use the N-word. Hey, you cut off your dreadlocks.
Yeah.
Why? I liked it better.
He's trying to lose weight.
Hey, it worked. There's about 10 pounds of dreads gone.
The king lost weight. I think
I lost 10 pounds.
Why'd you get that ring around your stomach like Dominic did?
I was thinking about it, but I'm kind of scared. Kind of scared.
Garbage men don't get those kind of operations.
Well, I have an image to uphold.
I just think you used to have such an image with that dreadlocks. It made you look a little funky.
I might get it back.
Yeah, I think you better get it back.
This is a summer look, maybe.
Yeah. What do you think, Robin?
Well, he looks.
Robin likes me anyway.
Good. Yeah, he looks good.
You probably look more like a garbage man now.
You think?
Yeah.
No, I don't have no gold on.
No, but I mean, you look more like all the other guys on the garbage truck. Before you used to have a look.
You were distinctive. Huh?
Yeah. How's the garbage business, by the way?
It's good.
In the rain, I imagine it's better for the summer because so much rain here in New York and New Jersey that the garbage doesn't smell as much.
Well, it's human, so you get these maggots.
Oh, maggots.
Maggots?
They dive in and out of watermelon. They dive. They disgusting.
Really?
If you haven't, I've been there 17 years, so if it's your first day, you might quit. Have you seen that?
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Because you know it gets better.
Oh,
yeah. You know Shangri-La's right around the corner in January.
When let's meet our chicken bone moving.
Yeah, that's
you know
scary.
It's the maggots.
Well, this is fascinating, but let's meet our second judge.
This judge is the
And I got
voice of
Doc
Al
today.
Pacino's baby, Sam Kinison, and others. But more important, this comedian has been known to screw some of Howard Stern's interns. Here's Craig Gass.
Craig, yes, as before King of All Blacks stepped on your intro, I must say that you not only do the voices of Al Pacino, and
that's right.
There's your Al Pacino voice right there, I think.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, there it is. And you do Sam Kinison.
Yes. The guy sounds like he's always on blow. My God! Oh!
You do so many great voices, but the reason I've chosen you as a judge for the intern beauty pageant is because you've banged at least two that I know of, two of my interns, and possibly three.
Obviously, you've been judging the interns already.
Yeah.
No one was supposed to know.
Is it two or three?
It's
Is it up to 3?
wow.
I think it's 3.
Well, there was a girl that I dated that used to be an intern years ago, and I never associated her with being with this show.
So then it's 4. So you've dated 4 of my interns. Craig, are you dating anyone now?
No.
No. So
Interns, he's available.
interns, you could have Craig Gass.
I had just become single when I came over to the show, so I made some mistakes.
When you're
How old is Craig?
33.
Oh,
means he's 38.
She looks great.
Yeah, Robin looks great.
Jesus. You know what I love is watching when you go from the new show to the old show on E from 11 to 11:30. It looks like Robin exploded.
Our third judge is...
This roly-poly, balding former intern is 32 years old and is dating a barely legal former intern from the Howard Stern Show. He works for E, but we're not sure what he does. Here's Ganji.
Ganji, you are such a failure with women, and your MO is that they mostly want to be friends with you. But thanks to me, not only do you have a job, not only do you sponge off me in every way in life, but the fact of the matter is I even get you laid because now you're going out with an intern with big breasts. Isn't that correct?
I owe most of my life to you.
Yeah.
I mean,
And also, let's point out, Ganji's also a repeat offender. I know of at least 2 other interns that he's dated or been with. And that's what I know about.
What the hell is going on out there?
At least 2, Ganji.
Can't you meet any other girls, man?
I've met many a girl in between, but there happen to be a couple interns.
At what point do they wake up and realize you're a loser? I mean, do they
Pretty quickly.
They
He
do,
knows
okay.
it's a short ride.
Have Craig and Ganji shared any interns at all?
No.
But I'll tell you,
I'd kill myself.
I'll tell you what Ganji's move is. There was one girl I knew that they were going to hook up because we went to a softball game once and Ganji brought the camera because that's like his thing.
Yeah, right. He holds the camera and the girls think he has something
And I
going
remember
on.
she was a cute intern. I remember Ganji let her shoot with the camera. I go, that's it. It's all tied up.
That was a good move.
Perfect.
Craig has to get a camera.
Yeah.
Who's the bigger catch, Craig or Ganji? I'm with Craig. At least Craig's got a stand-up career.
Yeah, it seems like Craig is going.
And Craig's got a talent. Craig can do voices and stuff. I mean, that's awesome.
Yeah. But Al Pacino in bed.
Do you ever do the Al Pacino or the Kinnison in bed? Seriously?
Yeah, I've heard people say, but it's never anybody that I've ever hooked up with, but I've heard girls say, God, I'd like to hear that in bed. But
Really?
then they always leave.
Unfortunately, Ganji does one impression. Ganji in bed.
And nobody wants to hear that in bed.
All right, our 3 judges, King of All Blacks, Craig Gass, Mike Ganji. Gary, we have got great prizes. The grand prize winner receives $5,000 cash, courtesy of Bally's Total Fitness and its new weight management program. Call 1-800-FITNESS to get yourself on the program. Call now. Also, the winner gets a white gold diamond pendant, courtesy of Steven Singer Jewelers. Wow. And a Brazilian bikini line with the advanced laser technology of Jennifer Max with 2 X's.
Oh.
So, it's a great prize, that $5,000 cash and the jewelry and the bikini wax and the whole thing. But in order for the
shave again, yeah.
That's right. In order for the girls to win, they have to go through a grueling evaluation of their appearance.
That's right. There are several criteria.
There's the talent portion where they have to sing a song, and of course, where they answer our questions.
The interview, very critical.
Judges, judge on a scale of 1 to 10. We will use our computer system to keep track of your scores.
10 being the best?
10 being the best.
Okay.
You've done this before.
Yeah.
Baba Booey, do you want to say something?
No.
Good. Keep it that way.
What a great host.
And now let's meet our first intern. These are all girls working for us now.
This ear-delicious college girl has been playing piano since she was 4 years old. She's also made out with a black guy, had sex with a Puerto Rican, done a threesome, used handcuffs, and got kicked out of a summer program for smoking weed. Here's the uninhibited Rachel.
Well, much like all of our pageants, Rachel's not even out here yet.
Do they know we're ready?
What happened, Gary, that Rachel wasn't here?
Casey is supposed to send them in when the intro starts.
I see. And what happened? He just forgets?
I don't know what happened.
All right. Rachel, what happened out there? Did Casey forget to bring you in?
A little bit.
A little bit. All right. You're wearing a mini skirt?
Yes.
With a belly shirt.
A little bit.
And Rachel, of course, as you heard in the intro, has quite a diverse background. She's a college girl. She's had a boyfriend for, 2 years?
Yep.
All right. And you made out with black guys.
Yeah, I don't discriminate.
King, you must like that.
Wow, peace out.
She looks good.
Wow. But you've never had actual sex with a black man?
No.
No. And but you had sex with a Puerto Rican?
Yeah, I was seeing him for a while.
When did that happen?
When I was in high school.
No kidding. Your mother must have been livid.
No, she doesn't know. So now she
Oh, she doesn't even know. How'd you get away with that?
Right now, Mom's tying a noose.
Would you consider yourself wild sexually? I'm reading some of these things. You had sex in the library at your school. Now, how do you get away with that?
I guess I'm wild.
Is that high school?
No, that was in college.
College.